This conference will now be recorded.
Great. So before I take up your queries, let me just share a few things, my experience with you, what I've observed over the period of time, just a few stories that could help you. So from the exam perspective, I would very strongly suggest you to not take any full length mock test tomorrow. Please don't take any full length mock test tomorrow. There is no need to get into any kind of undue pressure tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very very critical day because you need to stay calm, you need to stay focused, you need to stay determined and confident. Whatever your preparation has been, you have done it so far, so don't worry about your preparation now. Whatever you have prepared till today, you are all set. You don't need another day to prepare in a way which it's going to change things drastically. So don't try to create unnecessary pressure on your mind, because remember, as they always say, at the end of the day, when you are going to appear for the exam, CAT is more of an attitude exam rather than the aptitude. It's very important to stay calm, very important to stay focused, because I have seen people who have scored throughout 99 to 100 percentile in time mocks, CL mocks, R mocks, and ultimately ending up with 75-80 percentile in the actual exam. And simultaneously, I have seen people who have scored 75, 80, 85 percentile in mocks, and they have ended up with a 98, 99 plus percentile in the actual exam. So what I want to say is, whatever you have performed so far in mocks, it's not the replica of what you are going to score on the actual day. Actual day is your day to seize. Whatever it has happened so far in the mocks, it is history. Mocks are for learning purpose. Mocks have, whether you have taken R mocks, CL mocks, time mocks, wherever mocks you have taken, all those mocks were meant for the learning perspective. They were made to help you analyze your mistakes, analyze your strong areas, and continuously improve your performance. Whatever you have scored so far is no reflection of what you are going to score in the actual exam. So if you have been scoring super high, don't get overconfident. If you have been scoring average, don't get underconfident. Still go and take the paper with all the confidence, and more importantly, take the paper at its merit. Take and attempt every question at its merit based on your strong areas and your moderate areas. Minimize the negative marking. Don't try to over attempt. Don't try to go for 3 to 4 flukes in every section. Don't do those kind of things. Try to maintain as high accuracy as possible. That's something which is going to help you to maximize your score. And at times, a lot of us get attracted towards type TTA type of questions because there is no negative marking. But remember, before you start solving those TTA questions where you are not very confident and you are willing to attempt just because there is no negative marking, please ensure before that you have attempted each and every MCQ question which you are sure of getting correct. So unless you have browsed through all those MCQ questions which you can solve correctly, do not start solving those TTA questions about which you are not confident. Remember, doesn't matter whether you get marks from TTA or you get marks from MCQ. Your overall score is what's going to matter. You can switch within a section. You can switch across sections, you cannot switch. That's a standard thing. Overall, in terms of what could lead to a good percentile, a lot of people ask me. I always say that try to get to 60% absolute marks. That's something which is going to take care of your percentile. Also, you need to ensure that from now till your exam day, don't study anything new. Whatever you have studied so far, just revise those things if you want. Maybe just analyze it. Maybe just go through some past year CAT questions. Don't get into anything entirely new at this point of time, thinking that okay, one question may come from it, two may come from it. Let me just go through the concepts. No, don't do it now. Don't anything which you are going to do for the first time tonight is not going to help you day after tomorrow. Only those things which you have done repeated times till now, they are going to help you. So focus on what you already know. Focus on ensuring that whatever you already know, you go and score with 100% accuracy in those areas, and ultimately uh, help to maximize your score. Don't worry about how others will be doing in the paper. Don't worry about when you get the paper for the first time. Don't worry whether it's a difficult paper or it's an easy paper. Remember, it's a relative exam. It's an exam which is going to score you on a relative basis. Don't be overwhelmed if you get an easy paper. Don't be under too much of stress if you get a difficult paper. Remember, uh, at the end of the day, you are going to get percentile, and if it is difficult, it's difficult for everyone. If it's easy for everyone. So you need to focus only and only on one thing, and that is to get as many questions as correct, irrespective of the difficulty level of the paper, and not spend unnecessary time on any question. Don't IIMs have not disclosed the exact number of questions this time. Don't worry, let them come, let them give whatever they want. At the end of the day, you do 60% plus absolute marks in the paper, you are all set for a good score. You anyway have to spend the entire time in every section because you cannot switch. So in whatever section it is, go try to do your best by first browsing through the questions and ensuring that you don't miss out at any sitter or an easy picking from any of the topics you are very well aware of. That is something which in future comes and hurts when you leave a sitter question or you leave a easy picking question from the topic you are confident of. So remember, don't start attempting questions from the topics you are not very comfortable with unless you have attempted all the questions from the topics you are confident of. So this is something very important all of you should remember. Don't worry about the cutoffs, don't worry about the sectional cutoffs, don't worry about anything. Just go and take the paper very calmly and with as much relaxed mind as possible. Do not stand out of the center on the exam day and just keep on revising something. Don't do those kind of things. Tomorrow after 5 p.m., don't even touch your books. Tomorrow after 5 p.m., do something which relaxes your mind. Maybe just watch a series, or listen to your favorite songs, or just go and read a novel. Whatever you like doing, do it, but do not study after 5 p.m. Your mind requires to be relaxed. Very important. Please remember these very basic things. Remember that at the end of the day, I would like to say, don't make it make or break of life. CAT is good. It's very good to crack CAT, but CAT is just one of the many steps out there which are going to help you achieve your long-term career goals. There are multiple MBA exams, there are multiple top colleges, there are multiple ways without MBA also to achieve your long-term career goals. This is just a step. Doing an MBA is a step in your career. It is not the goal of your career. Remember this. Don't make it a make or break of life. Don't get too much nervous. Don't get too overwhelmed in the paper. This is just one day. This is just a day of a day. You have been taking so many mocks. This is just another day. So don't treat this as something which is going to end your career or end your life or end your aspirations. No, this is a good step to have, but this is not the only step to have. So give it your best, see what's the outcome. Basis the outcome, more and more doors will open, If you end up scoring well, you will get into a B school, which takes CAT score. If you say, anything does not go as per your wish, maybe there are other MBA exams as well which you can take. So just stay relaxed is the gist of whatever I'm saying. That is something which is going to decide who is going to be the winner on the exam day and who is not going to be able to perform that much. It's all going to be about the mental pressure game. Can you handle that pressure of the exam? Can you handle that pressure of the clock ticking in on the examination day? Can you stay calm? That is what is going to be deciding between a person who is going to get a 99 percentile and a person who may stop at say 90 percentile. That's the only difference. So ensure the whatever aptitude you had to learn, whatever concepts you had to learn, you have learned everything so far. This is the game starting now for the attitude of yours. The game of aptitude has ended. So that's that. These are the few things which I wanted to share with you. I have seen from my own experience that quite a few of my friends, when they were taking CAT, they got into undue pressures and they just did scored slightly less despite scoring very high in the mock tests. So this is very important. uh, don't worry about the difficulty level. Once again, focus on your strong areas. If you ask me that what should be the order of attempting questions in a particular section, I will say first attempt all the questions from all your strong areas in a section, then go and attempt sections from your moderate areas, and then if time is left, try to see if there is any easy pick from your weak areas which you can solve with 100% accuracy. That's what you should keep in mind. Rest rest there is nothing special in the strategy which I will suggest at this point of time. I'm pretty sure most of you have taken multiple mocks and you have come up with your own strategy, but the only little thing which you need to ensure is don't miss out a question from your strong topic which you will solve with 100% accuracy almost every time. That's the basic thing which you need to remember. I'm happy to answer any questions which you may have on the side of the COVID regulations and all. Take your mask, take your gloves, and I'm pretty sure that they would allow you to take the exam without gloves. But take your gloves with you just to be on the safer side. But I don't think that using gloves, is something which is going to be mandatory, because otherwise using your computer screens might get slightly slower. But don't worry, whatever it is, if it is gloves rule, it's going to be for everyone. So if any speed of anyone is going to reduce because of the glove, everyone's speed is going to reduce. No one has ever taken mocks using gloves, so don't worry. If they don't allow gloves, perfect. If they make gloves mandatory, okay, that's also okay. That's with everyone. Masks, you are going to take whatever undertaking they are going to make you sign it. Don't I know I got few people asking me that if you have a slight fever or if there is a cough, would they let you take the exam or not? Don't worry about these things unless you are having some strong symptoms. They are not going to stop you from taking the exam, and I'm pretty sure that all of you have been keeping safe, keeping healthy, and none of you will have any such adverse thing popping up on the examination day. So that's all from my side. In case you have any queries, you can just type in the chat window and ask it, or if you want to open your mic and ask, you can do that. Prashant, no, I don't think other documents are required. These are the only documents which are required. Okay. Any queries, anyone, any doubts, any last minute doubts, anything which you want to ask, please feel free to ask. I'm here to address any question which you may have at this point of time. Tushar, as I said, don't look out for special tips at this point of time. The time is gone. This is the time that you already know what are your strong areas. You already know what are your weak areas in LRDI. So just focus on them. Focus on your strong areas. Ensure that you don't leave a question from your strong area in the section. That's very important. And before attempting your weak topics, you first attempt the moderate topics. That's another important thing. uh, don't attempt a DI caselet. Don't attempt a LRDI caselet. If say there are 4 questions in a caselet, and you think that two of them are what you know, and two of them it will be very difficult for you to solve, don't attempt that LRDI caselet. Read the questions first in LRDI just to see that whether you are comfortable with that type of questions or not, and then read the data. That's the only tip no, which I will give. I've always used this thing only when I was taking CAT. So I'm pretty sure that most of you might be knowing, or in case you don't know, so I had taken 2008 and 2009 CAT. So 2008 was the last year in which there was a paper pencil CAT, and 2009 was the first year of online CAT. So I've taken those two CATs. uh, so and I got some 96 percentile in my first attempt, and in the second one I got somewhere around 99.4. So my simple strategy for LRDI was always that read the question first to understand that whether you are comfortable with that question type or not, and then go and read the data of the question. Because see, you have practiced a lot of questions so far. Whatever you are going to get in your examination day will not be out of your mocks. It will be some type of question which you have seen in your mocks. What will change is the data. The questions, the kind of questions asked will remain same. So by reading the kind of questions which are there, you can know that how comfortable are you with that type, and then you decide whether to attempt or not. Udeshya, maybe I guess you people are better photo IDs what you could take, but I believe if you are carrying your Aadhaar card, I will suggest all of you to carry your Aadhaar card as the best document identification proof, and that would be as good as anything, and then you won't require to carry PAN card or DL or anything. All of you must be having Aadhaar cards. Carry your Aadhaar card as a proof. That acts as both your photo ID and your any other proof of your identification which may be required. Don't rely on just PAN card or driving license. Take your Aadhaar cards with you. Yes, Anjali, Aadhaar and college ID will suffice, and even if say if you forget college ID, it's completely okay. Aadhaar card will suffice, but yes, if you can carry both, not an issue. Okay, anyone, any more questions? Roshi's, any question? Karan, Akshata, Rashmi, Pratap, any questions? Tushar, again, for VARC, I will say, especially from the RC perspective, as I had shared earlier also in our live sessions, read the question first. Read the question first. You will know whether you are comfortable with that type of question or not. If suppose there is a RC passage with 3 questions, all of them are fact-based questions, and you know that you are good with fact-based questions, then go and invest your time in reading the passage. If say all the 3 questions are inference-based questions, and you believe that 9 out of 10 times you get inference questions wrong, then don't attempt that RC. Read the questions first, not to know the question, but to understand the type of question, and to know whether you can solve that type of RC questions with a good accuracy or not. I hope I could make my point. And when it comes to the passage, first always read the first paragraph and the last paragraph. Unless it's a fact-based question, 9 out of 10 times you can solve with first paragraph and last paragraph itself, and by rest of the part you could just scan. But again, as I said, don't change your strategy. If you have been following some other strategy for RCs till now, don't change it at this point of time. Don't change any strategy for any section at this point of time. You are comfortable with the X strategy till now, with which you have taken mocks. Continue with that. Does this make sense? Astha, do you have any questions? Vatsal, any questions? Kshitij, Rahul, any more questions? Udeshya, Anushka, Harshit, Pratik, please feel free to ask questions. Aditi, time per question in VARC and LRDI is a very tricky thing. It's a very tricky thing. No, I would say that, see, you are never going to attempt 100% paper, right? And what I would say that say if you get 26 questions in a section, or 24 questions in a section, you will be attempting around say 17 to 18 questions. Rest you will leave, right? Or say maximum 20 questions. So whatever is your sectional time limit, try to divide it by 20 and keep that as an average time per question. And probably just reduce it by few seconds, because you will be skimming through every question. That will also take time. So maybe you could try to keep your time accordingly. Okay, Aditi, there is no hard and fast time per question, because these days questions are less and you have enough time in the paper. So time per question is not an issue. It's more about the selection of the right question and ensuring that you are not over attempting in the paper. So just because it is verbal and you don't get to know the accuracy a lot, don't end up attempting 100% paper. In verbal, maximum take your attempt to 80% or 85%. For content LRDI, keep it to 60 to 70% is what I will suggest. Okay. Okay, Aditi, I hope I could answer you. Udeshi, don't worry. This is something which happens with everyone. Now the thing is, probably just tomorrow, what you could do is just revise all your mocks, see the mocks where you were able to do the sets before time, and try to see that what kind of questions were asked in those sets, and also try to see those sets which were too lengthy for you in 40 minutes and you ended up missing out, so that you know that in what kind of questions you end up wasting a lot of time and which type of questions you can do quickly in the exam. First look out for those questions which you are able to do quickly, do them, and then go to those questions where in mocks you have wasted a lot of time. So going back to your mocks, analyzing them is something which is going to help you to address this on the examination day. Monisha, Tushar, Anjali, Nayanika, Shweta, Tanya, Pratham, Prashant, any more questions, anyone? Great, guys. So, perfect. I wish all of you all the very best. Go and ace the paper. I'm pretty sure that none of you who is deserving of success will be deprived of it. Remember, hard work never goes unpaid, whether it be CAT, XAT, TestNet, SNAP, and MAT. You will definitely get success in multiple exams if you have worked hard. Hard work never goes unpaid. All your hard work of last good number of months is going to give you the results. Don't worry at all. Don't stay demotivated. Stay confident. Whatever your preparation is, go and make the best out of it. On the examination day, I will be available 24/7 on WhatsApp. If you will have any last minute query, last minute question, feel free to drop me a WhatsApp message and I'll be there to respond to it very, very quickly. Okay. All the best once again. Thank you for trusting us for your preparation, and I hope we all will reconnect on Sunday to know how your paper went, and we will come up with the analysis, expected cutoff, expected percentiles, score to percentile mapping, everything on Sunday. And I am hopeful to see a lot of you smiling on the examination day. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. And as I said, don't take a lot of pressure. Stay relaxed and don't study anything after tomorrow 5 p.m. Thank you. Thank you and good night.